It began with a sound. A lonely, mechanical beep, beep, beep echoing through the silence of space. It was October 4, 1957. The Soviet Union had just launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite ever to orbit Earth. A polished metal sphere, no bigger than a beach ball, with 4 spindly antennas, and a signal that made the world stop and stare. To the Soviets, it was a triumph. To the United States, it was a shockwave. Because if they could launch a satellite, could they also launch a nuclear warhead? Was space, the final frontier, already lost before America had even entered the race? This was no longer just about science. It was about pride, fear, survival. Across America, news anchors spoke of a missile gap. Families held their breath. Politicians demanded answers. In this atmosphere of urgency, one man made a different kind of decision. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a former general, didn't just want to match the Soviets militarily. He wanted to do something bigger, something that could outlast the Cold War itself. On July 29, 1958, Eisenhower signed the National Aeronautics and Space Act. And just like that, NASA was born. But NASA wasn't created to build weapons or dominate the heavens. It was built with a bold new vision. A civilian-led space agency, dedicated to science, peace, and discovery. In an age defined by secrecy and arms races, NASA was something different. It said, "We explore not because we must, but because we can." NASA united brilliant minds from scattered military and research labs across the country. James Webb, a soft-spoken administrator with unmatched political skill, helped shape its long-term vision. Wernher von Braun, a man with a controversial past, became the rocket architect behind NASA's most powerful launch vehicle, the Saturn V. And then came the Mercury 7, a group of daring test pilots turned instant national heroes. Ordinary men who agreed to strap themselves to rockets, with no guarantee they'd return. It wasn't just about engineering. It was about courage. And it was about proving something to the world. And prove it they did. Just 11 years after Sputnik's beep, on July 20, 1969, NASA achieved the impossible. A rocket roared. A lander descended. A human foot pressed into another world. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. For a brief moment, the whole planet held its breath. This wasn't just an American victory. It was a moment of shared awe, the day humanity left home for the very first time. But NASA didn't stop there. It couldn't. Because space has no finish line. The Hubble Space Telescope opened a window to galaxies billions of light-years away, showing us our place in the universe. Robotic explorers, Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, and Perseverance, rolled across the Martian surface, hunting for signs that Mars might once have been alive. The International Space Station, built by former Cold War rivals, became the first permanent home in space, a laboratory for science and diplomacy. Each mission carried the same message. There's more to know. More to see. More to become. Today, NASA is still pushing boundaries. The James Webb Space Telescope is peering into the very birth of time, capturing planets forming around distant stars, revealing cosmic structures we never imagined. On Mars, Perseverance is uncovering strange, round, millimeter-sized spheres, mysterious geologic features that could change our understanding of ancient Martian environments. And in 2024, the Europa Clipper mission launched toward Jupiter's icy moon, a place scientists believe might harbor a hidden ocean beneath the crust. Could it even support life? Back on Earth, preparations are underway for our return to the moon. Artemis 2, targeting early 2026, will carry astronauts around the moon for the first time in over 50 years. And Artemis 3, set for mid-2027, will attempt a crewed landing near the moon's south pole, a region rich in ice and mystery. But this time, it's not just a flag and a few dusty steps. This time, we're going to stay. We're building the foundation for something bigger. The first steps toward sending humans to Mars. And while NASA reaches for the stars, it continues to shape life right here at home. Satellite tech that tracks wildfires and storms. Medical innovations born in zero gravity. Quiet supersonic jets like the X-59, now preparing for test flights, with the promise of fast, silent air travel. NASA isn't just exploring space. It's reinventing our future. From the frightened days of Sputnik, to astronauts living aboard the ISS, to spacecraft chasing ancient oceans on distant moons, NASA's story is still being written. By scientists. By engineers. By dreamers. And maybe, one day, by you. So what part of NASA's journey inspires you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to keep exploring the most extraordinary story of human achievement, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay curious. Thanks for watching. And remember, the sky isn't the limit. It's just the beginning.